Hey, Beverly, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'll get rid of the music. We gotta be real quick today. I think I say that every time I come on. How are you today, Beverly? Yes, I'm gonna keep it brief. Um, you straggle in late, catch the replay. You won't miss much. Want to say Happy Father's Day? Cool, cool, because I didn't refresh or anything. In order to be on time and in a timely manner, I have to start things, like maybe 30 minutes prior to, and then go do whatever needs to be done. You're doing good. That's good to hear. I am, I'm doing okay. I'm going to try to keep this as positive as I can. Give a little update as to what's going on with me, how far along in my journey I am, because, I said before the end of the year, I plan on heading back out. Silverback, welcome back. Welcome to the journey inside of you. I'm not gonna get deep today. Do I look tired? Because I surely feel it. I slept good last night. If you see, I posted a video yesterday of my first walk since I've been back home, my first real walk since I've been back home. I was trying to get everything together. And I think I did pretty good. I think I did about 2.5 miles, something like that. It didn't feel like it, but today it felt like I walked 100 miles. I am hurting from the tips of my toes to the ends of my hair. So I just took a little cocktail. It hasn't kicked in yet. Ibuprofen and acetaminophen. Did I say that right? Ibuprofen. I don't know. It didn't sound right. But anyway, yeah. So I am getting ready. I got to get it together. One, I know I've gained a couple of pounds. I don't even want to get on the scale no more. When I got here, it showed that while I was away abroad in Africa, I lost 70 pounds. And then I got on the scale again, a week or so later, because I'm like, oh, I'm just eating everything. And yeah, gained about 10 pounds. I'm like, why do you gain weight so fast? Like, why is that a thing? So I got to be really, really careful. And so my goal is to lose a few more pounds before I leave up out of here. Oh, yeah, I forgot to get my little thing. It's somewhere. I tried to put everything I need up on the table. So, as you know, one, I'm going to discuss the hostile takeover, whether you want to participate or not, whether you can participate by simply watching, or you can super participate by meeting me in the country of your choice. So anyway, I'm going to discuss that. I'm going to discuss some of the things that I'm collecting up and just touch on a couple of things since I've been home, and a couple of things that were said, not in a bad way, just the mindset of us. I don't care about nobody else, just the mindset of us as a people. So I guess the first thing I do want to talk about is traveling. A lot of times we get comfortable, or we say, oh, what we want to do, and then we for some reason, we're afraid. We have this underlying fear. So, as you know, it's no secret, I travel alone. I like it like that because of selfish reasons, to travel alone. So this hostile takeover situation, it is an open invitation to meet me in a country of your choice that I may be in. It is not a group trip. It is not, something that, oh, I put everything together for you. No, I'm not coddling or holding your hand like that. But what I want you to do is step out and do something on your own. Now, there may be one person that has never flown before, my niece. She's never been on an airplane before. And she said, when you go, I'm going, because she's never been on a plane. Okay, I get it. Come on. But you know me. You know me. So leave your sensitivities at home. We will travel. We will have fun. And I really hope that she actually goes. That's something that I would like for her and for everybody, to be able to take a trip and to be able to get on an airplane for the first time and go abroad is like mind blowing. I think that's like something out of sight. So my first flight was back in 1986, heading to boot camp. So, hey, Virginia, it was a flight. I don't even, it's so terrible because I don't even know where those people flew me into. It was like secret squirrel. They were making sure you did not try to escape boot camp. So we flew into an airport. I believe it was somewhere either Beaufort, maybe even not Beaufort, maybe it was close to Beaufort, Charleston, because I know it was like a 2-hour bus ride to Parris Island, South Carolina. Shout out to Silverback's wife, the smart money chick. I haven't seen her name yet. For anybody that has been in the military, been in the Marine Corps, you know that the Marine Corps is like the toughest boot camp, the longest boot camp. They don't even want you to look. Well, when I was in, they didn't even want you to look at the opposite sex. And they just had a ceremony to shut down the 4th Battalion, which is where the WM, the Woman Marine, was born. And I'm assuming they're putting them all together. That's awful. That's awful. But anyway, that's that. That was my first flight ever by myself. I was 17. And yeah, it was like a couple-hour flight from Detroit to South Carolina. And needless to say, you're in the military, you will fly a lot because you're going from base to base, from place to place. My first adventure with an extremely long flight was going to Desert Storm. I think it took us 21 hours to get there and 22 hours to get back. And from that, I was coming out of Hawaii. So yeah, I'm not new to traveling. I'm not new to traveling by myself. So what was said to me yesterday by one of my lifelong neighbors is that she was like, I'm afraid to travel by myself. She said, I'm not even going to leave the city limits, let alone the state. And I was like, wow, fear is a powerful thing. Get rid of it. If you have a religion, if you believe in something, God said he did not give you the spirit of fear. I think I took that to the limit and really ran with it. And because I love to be on the go. You say let's, I say go. Matter of fact, I'm saying let's go all by myself because this is what I love to do. So put those fears aside and try to come out and see something. Now I think I made a different decision. A couple of things that I've seen in the comments and just my own personal preference. I think I'm going to eliminate Morocco and jump Senegal to Egypt. And then I think it's closer from Egypt, the ferry over to Portugal and Spain. So that's going to be, it may be some more changes coming along, but that's the, right now, what I'm thinking. And so, like I said, choose a country. Those 2 countries I will not be staying in long periods of time because, like I said, I'm taking hopefully my niece with me, and she, she works, so she has only vacation time. And then once that's over, I'm on my own. I'll let y'all know where I am. Meet me greet me, whatever. That's that. So with all of that being said, um, yeah, it's everything is still in the making. Um, you will, I will be generous if you decide to come or if you decide to show up or whatever your support may be. I will be getting some t-shirts made for my hostel takeover. There she is. I spoke her up, the smart money chick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Silverback, I think you are the only man in here. Once again, happy Father's Day. You know, US has a lot of holidays, and this is not one of my favorites because my father is no longer with me, and it's been some years, but still, you know, I still feel like a kid. Like I'm like, where's my daddy? And he's not here. This would be one of his days where he would get his suits and ties, Christmas, birthday, Father's Day. We didn't get my daddy no socks. He got suits and ties and shoes because he liked to dress. And yeah, so I keep good memories of my dad being a daddy's girl, all that good stuff. So happy Father's Day. If any of more of the fellas, my usual suspects show up. And yeah, so that's that. So this is kind of I'm trying to make it through this day really, really quick for that reason. Yes. Awesome, Silverback. So that's that, y'all. So yesterday I did my walk. I'm sore. If you have any suggestions, I think I need to get some turmeric or something because I think every joint in my body is hurting. Plus, I'm home. I'm helping my sister with my mom. That's hard work, and you know, already got some underlying issues going on. So that is probably contributing as well, which is another reason why I wanted to get moving so that I can give, you know, over and beyond the strength help that is needed in caring for an elderly person with dementia. And I just, you know, I'm loving being home with my mom and out on my walk. Let me just get before that. I was hating being back here. I just have to keep it real. I did not want to come back to the United States. I didn't want to be in the United States. But for some reason, yesterday, when I went on my walk, my little city looked so beautiful to me. I was like, okay. And I do believe it's been cold, it's been raining. And those are two things that are not good for me: cold weather and rainy weather. When it's cloudy, you know, we got the vitamin D deficiency issue thing going. I probably need to get some of that as well. And I was, you know, getting down in the dumps. So I get down in the dumps, I get a little nippy. Don't talk to me. Don't say stupid stuff to me because I'm going to go off. And so I'm trying not to be in that type of position. Make the best. I have to take my own advice. Make the best of every situation because I know this is just temporary. I'm just passing through. I'm headed back out eventually, you know. I don't want to say, oh, in XYZ months, because to me, that's like, oh, that you might well say the year 2100, because it seems far off to me. But in all actuality, with all that needs to be done, it's just around the corner. So pineapple, ginger, lemon, and cayenne pepper. This is for joints. That sounds like a anti-constipation cocktail. That's how they're gonna send me to the bathroom, Silverbackers, which is probably I need to detox. Yeah, I have been eating. And so one thing I can say, I am from metropolitan Detroit. I'm from the suburbs. I make no secrets about that. Quite proud of being from the suburbs. However, I'm not that far from Detroit. And let me tell you, if we ain't got nothing else, we got food. So I think the first couple of weeks, all I ate was tacos, Taco Bells. I ain't think about y'all. I love my hard shell tacos. I've had my corned beef sandwich. I've had, I think, me and sister, we done barbecued about 4 times. I had some chicken and fish and shrimp and stuff from this other place. And so, yeah, so I'm trying to get back on the wagon. and get back right, because I'm not feeling 100. I'm not feeling right. So it's not that I feel sick or bad anything, but I know what I'm doing is wrong and it's not sitting well in my spirit. Um, from those of you that are from my hometown and you are in here, the mayor graced me. We have a homeboy that we grew up with, and he calls himself the mayor. The mayor showed up, and even the mayor said he's trying to be vegan. So I'm like, okay, be encouraged. And I may say vegetarian this go round because I have been raw vegan. And actually, I felt my best when I was raw vegan, but here it's not going to happen because somebody be up in here frying stuff, frying chicken, frying the forbidden pork chops, bacon, ribs. How does one that has been raised eating that stuff all their life all of a sudden say, no, I'm not going to eat it? Hell no, that should smell good and give me a rib bone. Don't judge me. Yeah, so anyway, that's that. And so the beat of the video. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to get to that. I just want to say, whatever your journey is, you know what your journey is because it's gnawing at you in the back of your mind. You know, do that. Do what makes you happen. I tutor. I'm still doing my tutoring, English tutoring online. Most of my students are from, Asia area, and their way of life, their customs and things are much different than ours, of course. So, for instance, like China, having a master's degree in China is like having a high school diploma in the United States. That's their goal, is to get their master's degree. So, if you go to a PhD now, you're doing something. But it's not because they want, this is what they want. It's their parents and society dictating that you're not the greatest if you don't have at least a master's degree. So there's a lot of people that come and talk to me, they're here to improve their English, and they're unhappy because they're doing what someone else wants them to do versus doing what they want to do. And if you know me, I tend to do whatever in the heck I want to do. If it comes into my thought process a few times, it's going to get done because there's something telling me in the back of my mind that I need to do that. So the whole instance of coming home, being in Africa for 2.5 years, staying in I actually stayed in 3 or 4 countries. We had visa issues. We had, just unhappiness, total unhappiness in the last one. And I had this thought process when I got to Nicaragua. It's like, oh, why did you go? You went from Africa to Nicaragua. Nicaragua was something that I had to do, not because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out somewhere else to go, but I had to see that I was doing it wrong for me. I'm trying to stay here. I'm trying to live here. It is something called slow travel, where you go for more than a week or two in one place. You get with the locals, you learn the culture, and then you move on after an extended period of time. It may be 30 days, it may be 90 days, it may be a year. So I didn't know that this was the type of journey, because if you've realized the pattern, at about a year, I'm ready to go. And I don't know if that's just me, the way I am, if it has something to do with the military that will move you every 2 or 3 years. You get comfortable at one base and they're like, hey, it's time for you to go somewhere else. So this is how I was, my formative years, moving around, bouncing around. Even when I was in the United States, I moved around a lot. So that tells me, took me a little while to figure it out, but it tells me that I have to keep moving. And so this is what this journey is. Not a whole lot of luggage. One backpack, one carry-on, which I'll show you. My backpack is not here yet. It'll be here Thursday. I'm excited about that. And see how that works. It's kind of like, yes, gypsy, drifter, nomad, all mixed up into one. And I'm okay with that. So with that, sometimes we can put too many emphasis on stuff that's irrelevant. And I even saw a video on Instagram where, we as a people, we feel, not me, y'all, definitely not me, feel like we have to prove ourselves to society and to all this stuff by saying, okay, we're going to stay here. We have to do this and all this stuff. That's great. That's fine and dandy. If if that's your thing. I wouldn't personally do that all the time, staying at a resort, staying at a 5-star hotel. That is cute for maybe a getaway from a getaway. So it reminds me that the young man that was from Switzerland that was in Nicaragua, they're hiking, they're doing all sorts of stuff. So he had went camping. And when he came back from camping, he was dirty and tired. So he went to like a 4 or 5-star hotel just to get a room, to bathe, relax. But he come from a camping trip, so he was dirty. And they kind of shunned him like, oh, this place is kind of expensive. He had to tell them, I'm from Switzerland. And if you know anything about Switzerland, Switzerland is like the most expensive country in the world. And people there tend to have a little bit more money. But even though he said he's not the rich Switzerland class, he has money, to pay for this hotel. And this is how we are in society. It is what it is. So me, myself, I'm not trying to prove any type of points to anybody except for you can travel for cheap. You can do it. It's what my thing is. Free dollars is my favorite, which means you can go pay to walk up to the top of the Eiffel Tower. I'm just going to go stand in front of it and take a picture. Free. That's the difference between me and a whole lot of people. There are some people that have the same mindset. I'd rather just go and see it and say, oh, look, there it is, and take a picture in front of it, keep it moving. Real simple. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of money to go up to a building, the top of a thing. I'm scared of heights anyway. So, there's a tower in Shanghai, China that I plan to see. I'm trying to build up my guts to go up to that 128th floor. That's the one that you see on the videos with the glass catwalk. Yeah, I'll probably throw up all over the place on that one. But there's just some things that I think is doable. I don't think it costs very much, or if anything, to go take an elevator up to the top. And the elevator moves fast. I might throw up in the elevator. So who knows? But cheap, free is doable. There was a free 2-hour walk in Nicaragua. Now, when they say free, at the end, they say we take donations or leave a tip or whatever. Okay, you name your price. That's understandable, but don't come and tell me you want $50 to walk me around 6 blocks. I can walk around 6 blocks on my own. So that's just something to think about. The whole point and goal for myself is to just get there and say, oh, I'm here. Wow. Now let me walk around and check it out so I can tell the next person how great it was. So yeah, that's that. And so with that, let me start pulling out stuff that I have received, that I have got. Now, the first thing I want to show, because I will be hopefully, inshallah, leaving in December. December 1st is my goal. With a backpack. I've been watching videos, so y'all don't have to, of what to pack and how to pack it. So the jury is divided. Packing cubes. Yep, these are kind of big. This one, it's got the other smaller ones. This was like a 8-piece set, 8-piece set on Amazon, and it was like $16. I can't go wrong because I had one in my cart for $20 that only had like 6 pieces. So I'm like, okay, better. Same color, same everything. This is the doohickey that I was most worried about. This will be, you have to squeeze the air out of it. That keeps blowing back up. But this is actually my bubble coat. It's my coat because it will be cold in December and January and February in Europe. So that is one I was concerned whether it was going to be big enough. I watched the video on how to roll a bubble jacket. It didn't work for me. It worked for my t-shirt and my pants. It did not work for the coat. So the next bigger one is they got little pictures on there of what goes inside of it. Pants, shirts, whatever. I'm excited. Shoe bag, laundry bag, like a, what do you call it? The little travel bag that you put your little bottles in. So one thing I thought they changed, but they didn't change it for the good, if you understand. And that is your little accessory thing. So this will probably be shaving gear and all that other stuff that you put in your bags. But when you go through TSA, my bag is in here. Let me show you what is acceptable for TSA. The bottle has to be 3 ounces or less if it's a liquid, and all of it has to fit in this little 1 quart clear bag. That's all you're allowed to take. So be mindful. 1 quart. All the bottles have to fit in this 1 quart bag. So if you got shampoo, conditioner, body wash, lotion, toothpaste, all those 3 ounce bottles have to fit in a 1 quart bag. Look at it. Yeah, I got big hands, but they ain't that big. That's not very much. So for someone that's going for an extended period like myself, I just buy stuff when I get to other destinations. I don't want to because especially hair stuff. So mostly what will be in there will be stuff for my hair. You can get soaps and whatever, wherever you're going, or you can buy the bars, shampoo bar, conditioner bar, body soap bar. They come solid, zero waste bars. That is that. And we're reaching. So I went for cute, the under the seat bag, because I'm not checking any luggage. I don't care. I'm not checking any luggage. So I saw a sister talking about this weekender. It's a backpack, under the seat bag. Yes, they have multiple colors. And yes, I went for pink because that's my thing. And it has plenty of space. This particular one, this is the 15.6. It can hold a 15.6-inch laptop, padded cushion for your laptop if you need to take it. Plenty of space down in there. So anything that in a flight that you know may be 10 hours or more that you may need to grab and you don't want to get it out of your backpack, which will be a hassle to go in the overhead bin and get something out of that backpack, you put it in your bag that goes under the seat. Also, my other bag that I showed you, it folds up and it goes in there as well. I need to question these because usually when I travel, these are in excuse me, they're in my checked luggage. And this is the infamous, I'm staying at hostels only. This is my silverware stuff. Travel silverware. Boop, 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 boop. Knife, fork, spoon, 2 straws, chopsticks, and a little thing to clean everything. These are my favorite. And I had 2 of them in the course of 2.5 years in Africa. Heaven knows where they went. I have done. So now this is my new set. And also in this bag, it has a thing so you can put your mobile charging port. You can connect it, and then your cell phone or whatever you need charges out this little side port right here. How cool is that? I am so officially a techie now because I think that's pretty cool for, I'm like, ooh. It's the little things that make me excited. And of course, I had to buy a new water bottle. Pink, 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 pink. I'm trying to wean myself from pink, but it always looks so pretty to me. And this is a 32-ounce infusion. So if you want to put some flavor down in the middle, it's got the little infusion thing in the middle that comes out. Bloop, bloop. It comes out some kind of way. Anyway, hassle. I ain't going through all that right now. But it fits on the side. This bag is under the seat, but when I tell you lots of space, it's not huge and bulky. It's pretty darn good. Don't fall. Okay. So yeah. Amazon. No sponsors. Let me state, I have no sponsors. Everything is coming out of my pocket. And I'm okay with that because this will benefit me in the long run. What else do I have? Whew, that was a lot. Okay, so that's I'm told you I'm waiting for my backpack. The main event. I'm waiting for my backpack. I'm so overly excited about that. It's just ridiculous. One should not be that excited about a backpack. But for those of you that have been following me, you know I bought that 35-liter backpack from the market in Tanzania, in Arusha. It was used. It served its purpose. So I can only imagine. I got one a little bit bigger, but it is TSA regulation. So it will fit in the overhead bin. It should fit down in the thingy that tested. So the little secret that they say, make sure it's on your back. They don't question you about stuff. Check in online so you don't have to deal with the check-in counter and they tell you to put it on the scale. You know, I'm watching these videos, getting all the ins and outs. And of course, when it gets closer to time, I will definitely elaborate more on how to get through the airport system. But yeah, I'm like, oh, is that how you got? Okay. Yeah. I always just go to the counter because I'm lazy and I've always got 600 pieces of luggage. No moss. So that is that. Yeah. So from this point forward, anybody looking to go to Senegal or Egypt, and you know, you're on a really, really tight budget next month, July, August, September, October, November, December, July, August, September, October. I don't even know how the months. Okay, 7 and 12, 5. You'll have like 4 months to put this on air for, yes, a TSA approved backpack, which means it fits the regulations. They have measurements that your backpack can be. And it's like 22 inches by 14 by 9 or something like that. So this 42-liter Cotopaxi, Patagonia, Black Hole, and Peak Design, and Osprey, all of their 40 to 46-liter backpacks are TSA fit the regulations for TSA, the measurements, and they can go in the overhead bin. You do not have to check them, and you can get some stuff up in them because they open up like suitcases, but it's a backpack. It looks like a backpack. It's got the waist strap, everything you need for a comfortable walk. Your hands will not be occupied. Your backpack will be on your back. And for most of y'all, it will be way easier. And you may be able to get away with just a 35-liter backpack because I'm a big girl, a plus size. My clothes are bigger. I need more space. But that 42-liter Cotopaxi is still within regulation. And most backpacks have straps that you can pull and compress them down. You can even get packing cubes that compress. I did not get those because my fear is with that is overpacking and being overweight for what's on my back. 1, 2, running the risk of getting weighed by now I don't know which airports they're talking about because I have never seen it in my travel in these past few years. A scale by the TSA check-in. I have never seen that. So I don't know where that is. That may somewhere be very well be somewhere in Europe, not really sure. And if you go check in and you're carrying your backpack like this versus it being on your back, they may tell you to put it on the scale. So that much I do know. I have my backpack on my back. I had I cheated the system. I had two personal bags. I had a tote bag and my purse, but I had them like holding them back to back so you couldn't really tell. I had the biggest one in the front. Sit it down on the counter on the floor while you doing whatever, by my foot, of course. Nothing in it that if someone snatched it can go, but they never questioned me. I guess they were so busy with that other luggage that was overweight and excessive. They wasn't paying attention to what I was carrying on. So I got the, let me do a banner, Cotopaxi Del Dia banners. Create a banner. And you have a choice. Let's see. Yeah, I can't multitask. 42L. Show. And the reason why I got this is because I'm colorful and I'm different and I like to stand out. You can get solid colors, but I got multicolor. There's also something called Baboon to the Moon. I didn't like the name, so I didn't get that one. It's a little bit cheaper. Also on Cotopaxi, if you go straight to their website, because you can get a few from Amazon and Backcountry, Moose Jaw, places like that. The sports the REI sports place like that. But if you go straight to Cotopaxi and it's your first time, you can get like a 15% off coupon. That's what I wanted to mention too. You can get a 15% off coupon. So this particular backpack was like $215, I think. And with the discount, it came to like $183, $184, something like that. There's cheaper ones, of course, but like I said, the comparison for me to most people, I'm going to be gone a while and I'm going to be getting on trains and planes and automobiles. So my stuff needs to be very sturdy. So get what you pay for. You can get, there was some reviews for a backpack on Amazon that was like $80. And they swear it's great. But when I went to look at that bag and I always go to the negative reviews. I don't care because I want the truth. A lot of people said that their packs tore up within a month. And so this particular bag that I got, it has a lifetime warranty for repairs. It has a lifetime warranty on it. Sturdy material, waterproof, blah, 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 the whole nine. Everything you can ask for in a backpack. I wanted Osprey initially when I came home because I saw one coming around the conveyor belt and I was like, that's it. It was a beautiful bright red color, but I guess that was last year's model or something because all the ones that they had were like burgundy and I didn't like them. I just didn't like them. So I ended up over on Cotopaxi. Watched like 600 videos on 2023's top 7, top 10, top 5, top 8 travel backpacks. That's what they are, travel backpacks. Carry-on backpacks. If you are doing a lot of travel, you do not want anything on wheels because when you put it in the overhead bin, like my selfie stick, you put it in an overhead bin, they get broken. So you want something that's going to be easy for you to maneuver, to carry through. You want something that's going to be, when you put it in there, something that you can wipe off really quick or get black if you don't want to be bothered with that. I like color. So I got something that will clean off. no wheels, no stuff sticking out to get broken, because other people are rude. And you know, your big ass suitcase, you were supposed to check it in, but they will come and try to stuff this stuff in these overhead bins. You know, a lot of airlines, people get away with a lot of stuff. Like the other person said, if you do bring luggage, check in luggage, and you want to check it in for free, try to take it as a carry on. By the time you get to the door to board the plane, they're going to say, up, that's too big. We need to check that in and not charge you anything. And that's something. Folks know all the system. I done watched 7,000 videos, y'all, and now I just feel like, okay, I'm gonna take what I need and then just do what I have to do. So yeah, that's that. If you're interested in, well, like I said, the closer that it gets to the date, I will elaborate more on those things. So for now, that's what I have in store. I'm waiting for my backpack. I've got most of the gadgets that I need, and yeah, that's it. I'm super duper excited to be going out this way. Before I was worried about luggage. Is it overweight? Is it too many? Well, I knew it was too many. And I kept lifting them up and like, oh yeah, so I must be pretty strong, because their little 65 pounds didn't feel like nothing. And I was like, oh, I can lift it. So it must be under 50 as a whole. No, I've been throwing away stuff since I left here for Africa in November of 2020, because my bags are always overweight. And I guess it would be safe to say that because of adrenaline, I probably, those bags, you can lift them up and they can feel light as a feather, or the airport is on the take. You know, they're going to say, oh, it's overweight and we need your money. So unless you just want to throw away money, you know, pack light. Erykah Badu, pack light. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. So I think that is about it. Do I get my Sunday called Smart Money? I'm just saying. It's been a minute. Anyway, y'all, I think that's all that I had to cover for today. I'm super duper excited. Like I said, there will be t-shirts, and there are 1, 2, 3 people that if you do not go, if you do not do nothing else, you get a t-shirt anyway, because you have really supported me in this whole thing. But they're going to be cute. Burgundy. I ain't going to make y'all wear pink. Burgundy or black. Yep, either or. And so hopefully you'll give me enough time to let me know that, okay, yes, this is what I'm doing. So I don't have to pack them in my bag and be overweight. You'll get them before you go. And that's it. I'm excited about it. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, yeah. On the list. I need to make that list. Quick absorbing, fast drying towel and washcloth, because you do know when you do go to other places outside of the United States, the odds of you getting a face cloth is slim to none. They just don't use them. So you do want to pack a few of those with you. Just, I will remind you, because I know how we are. We do certain things and that's how we like it. And you get there and you be like, hey, ain't no washcloth in here, no face cloth. And they be like, oh, we don't provide those. Yeah. Okay. Get some washcloth. They own Amazon. Fast absorbing, quick dry. They're not your regular Egyptian cotton stuff that you get from the home stores and all that stuff. Again, I will touch on that. As my things come in, I will come and show you what I got, and then you can pack accordingly. And yes, I'm being positive that somebody is going to meet me out there somewhere. If there are no more questions, I got to go lube up with some Aspercream. I'm hurting. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy your Father's Day Sunday as best you can. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will hopefully see y'all. Well, I'll come back next Sunday just to show y'all my backpack. Boom. Because like, yeah, y'all gonna be like, what the hell? That's how I roll. And you know, what I like, you may not like. So we'll be back next Sunday just to show y'all my backpack. No questions. I will see y'all then.